Actually, before I start my video, I thought I'll say a few words. My last video of the prawn gashi, please forgive me. It is too amateurish and lots of noise in that video because it was my first video, and me and my daughter-in-law both were absolutely not even trainees, you can say. Even before the trainees, if there's something, interns or something, we were that. So because of that video is very this one. But in the end of the day, if you have understood the process of the prawn gashi, that's important. So for a minute, forget the noise, forget the way it was done, because it is my first video. But you still go ahead and prepare the prawn gashi. It's a very tasty dish. Secondly, I would like to say, some friends told me that I don't, in my every video I don't say like, share and subscribe. Somehow I don't insist on people liking or sharing or subscribe my video, but nevertheless you all must motivate me. Please, in a day of 24 hours, 2 minutes spare to like, share my video, and please subscribe, and please ask your friends also to subscribe, so that it will allow lot more people to view my videos and lot more people to understand cooking and to learn cooking. So that is a service we can give them more than anything else also. Thirdly, I would like to tell to everyone that henceforth, this is also a request from all of them. I am not preparing my signature dishes for which Sadhana is known for. So wait for my videos. I'll be doing all my signature dishes, though the names of the dishes may look very common, but the process is purely Sadhana's personal way of cooking. So please go ahead and watch my videos. For the next few weeks, I'll be showing my signature dishes, and there is a surprise for you next week. So please like, share, subscribe my videos. Thank you. This is one of my favorite dishes. It's the stuffed karela, stuffed bitter gourd, stuffed karate in Konkani, stuffed hagalkai in Kannada. So for that, I'll be showing the ingredients. This is a very nice dish, but please, this dish preparation time is almost like 45 minutes to 1 hour. The ingredients are, I have about 3/4 cup of raw groundnuts, that is peanuts, about 3 green chilies. I've just cut them into, I've just slit them like this because I'll be roasting them. And then I have my, I have 2 onions finely chopped. I have about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of besan, that is chana pitti in Konkani. And then I have about half tablespoon of til seeds, white til seeds. I have about brown sugar, or you can use jaggery, about a tablespoon. You can taste and use it. I've just kept about a tablespoon. I've kept about 1 tablespoon of thick tamarind. Then I have my jeera, about a teaspoon. I have about 1.25 teaspoon of goda masala. If you don't have this goda masala, which is a Maharashtrian garam masala, you can use the normal garam masala. And then I have about 1/4 teaspoon hing. And then I have about half teaspoon turmeric powder, about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons dhania powder. I have about 1 full teaspoon of red chili powder. I have salt, I have oil, and I have cut my bitter gourd. I'll show you how to do it. I've slit it like this, and then I've removed the, if it is soft you can use it, that is optional. I don't use it. This was, there were big seeds in it. I've removed all the seeds. As you can see, I have slit and removed all the seeds. Okay. In a pan, I'll be roasting the groundnuts on a little high flame in the beginning. As you can see, the groundnuts are nicely roasted. Now I add the til seeds. Light roast. Til seeds didn't have to be roasted fully. Just a light warming of til seeds. That's all. Now after it cools down, I'll be grinding it. You can see the til seeds are dancing. You can add chopped green chilies, but I prefer adding it with the peanuts so that some people may not like the taste of direct chopped green chilies. Groundnut coarse mixture looks like this. Adding oil in the pan, about 1 and 1.5 tablespoons of oil. And to this, I will add jeera. And when it's slightly, now it's crackling. Now I'll add my onions. In the meanwhile, I'm multitasking. I'm going to add water because we have to parboil the karela, that is the bitter gourd, in water. Add a little tamarind. You don't need to add the liquid, the extract of the tamarind, that is the pulp. You can straight away put the tamarind. Then add salt. Brown salt, about 2 to 2.5 teaspoons. If need be, you can add jaggery also. I am adding little brown sugar. And here I wish to say that I am multitasking. I have also kept the cooker. Because we can do 2 to 3 things at the same time. So please forgive me for the sound. So I parboil the bitter gourd for about 5 to 8 minutes till they are little soften. So we'll parboil it. In the meanwhile, let me check for my onions. They are nicely getting browned. Just see, it's nicely getting sauteed. Now I add the besan, the hing, and roast it so that the rawness of the besan is not there. Nicely roast it. Keep mixing it because it should not get burnt. And oops, my cooker is whistling again. So please forgive me for the sound. This is how a kitchen is always going to be. You need to have the sound of the cooker. There's bitter gourd boiling on one side, and I'm preparing the masala on one side. So there are 3 things done at the same time. I'm doing 3 actions at the same time. Red chili powder. I add the dhania. I add the turmeric and nice. You see, it's nicely roasted. A nice aroma is spreading in the whole kitchen. Now I add the garam masala, that is the goda masala, which I'm going to, then I'm adding my brown sugar. You can add jaggery, and I'll be adding salt. I'll add about 2 teaspoons, check for it, and then I'll add more. And now I'll add my groundnut mixture. The coarsely ground powdered mixture. This is going to be my masala for the bitter gourd filling. Please taste it. I have to add my tamarind paste. For this I'll be adding the paste. Because it's bitter gourd, it may lead, you can add lime also if you want. I like to add tamarind. You can add amchur a little also if you want. So this is the way the masala is going to be ready. As you can see, the bitter gourds have softened nicely, for which I had just boiled it for about 8 to 10 minutes. Because after that we need to stuff the masala and roast it on slow fire. As you can see, I have just added about a tablespoon of oil in a pan, so that when I stuff the Karela and keep it, it is hot and ready. You don't need to add anything to it because already this masala is there. Now I will stuff the Karela. I'll show you how to stuff it. Nicely stuff it. It should be packed. Packed means nice stuffing. There should not be air spaces inside. That's the way these Karelas have to be. You can see it's tightly packed. No air inside. Now I will keep it. You can see I'm stuffing it side by side and keeping it. What you can do if you are not so comfortable this way, you can stuff all of them in a plate, keep it in a plate and keep it in the oil to roast together. But since I multitask, I do this way. You can see tightly packed nicely. You feel good to pack it inside. The mixture, the masala is so soft and nice. I have tasted, mind you, because it's bitter gourd. You have to taste the masala, and for me it was perfect. So I am stuffing and keeping it. As you can see, I have stuffed all the Karelas and kept it in a nice disciplined order inside the pan. Now what we have to do is, first it has to be on medium-high flame. Close it. Close the lid and let it roast nicely. This will take about, say about 15 to 20 minutes. It depends on how much roast you like. I like it a nice crusty roast, so it will take about 15 to 20 minutes. As you can see, I have flipped and turned all the Karelas, the bitter gourds. You can see they have nicely got a brown, dark brown crust. So it should have a crust all sides of the bitter gourd. So I'm going to close it again. It's on medium, a little more than slow. Wait for about a minute or two. As you can see, when I turn the bitter gourds, they have roasted on the other side also. You can see. So now let us wait for a minute, and then I will take it in a bowl, or I'll keep the pan as it is because I don't want to disturb the bitter gourds. You can see it has such a beautiful crust. You will just love this dish. Please go ahead and prepare it. As you can see, I have made stuffed bitter gourd, that is stuffed Karela. I have not plated it today because I don't want to disturb my bitter gourds. I need to retain their texture, the way they look, their consistency and everything. You can have them after they are a little cool. You can have them and serve. Or if you want it full, you can serve them. People who do not like bitter gourd will surely like this stuffed bitter gourd. So please, I request all of you to at least try this dish once, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. You can have it with pulkas, chapati, rice, with anything you can eat. And I sincerely request again, please like, share and subscribe my videos, and see that people, whoever like to cook but they do not know ABCD of cooking, will surely get some knowledge by watching my videos. So it is a sincere request. Thank you.